The project manager is analyzing project activities to identify waste. One activity involves waiting for approvals, which delays progress. Which of the following would be considered waste on a project? A value-added process is B, waiting. C, completed work. D, value-added features. Project manager Mark is leading a new office automation project but is frequently interrupted by the project sponsor, who requests constant updates and meetings. Mark explains to the sponsor that these interruptions are causing delays in the project schedule. The sponsor responds by stating that his management style requires close supervision and frequent involvement. What best describes the sponsor's management style? A Maslow's hierarchy of needs, B theory, XC theory, ZD theory, Y. A project manager has decided to assign each team member to only one activity at a time to prevent burnout and ensure a steady work pace. This decision may extend the project schedule, which is acceptable to the sponsor. What technique best describes this action? A resource crashing, B resource leveling, C resource equalization, D resource movement. While monitoring and controlling the project manager and team repeatedly received broken equipment from a specific vendor. After discussing the issue with the vendor, they implemented a new process to ensure the equipment arrives intact. This solution seems to have resolved the issue. What should the project manager do next? A, check the solution. B, solve the problem. C, investigate the problem. D, analyze the problem. The project manager is reviewing all the meetings and communications that occurred over the past few weeks to ensure they were conducted according to the communications management plan. What process is the project manager currently conducting? A, monitor communications. B, manage communications. C, plan communications. Management. D, conduct communications. The project has just been initiated, and the sponsor asks the project manager for an approximate completion date. The project manager explains that they have not yet analyzed the work in detail and lacks expertise in this specific type of work. However, the sponsor insists on a high-level estimate. Based on his experience with a similar project, the project manager estimates that it will take approximately 3 months to complete. What estimating technique best represents this approach? A, bottom-up estimates. B, analogous estimates. C, expert judgment. D, parametric estimates. A contractor has completed all the work outlined in the agreement for a large construction project, but also performed additional work they believed was necessary. The contractor is now requesting additional payment for the extra work. The project manager feels the amount requested is excessive. What should the project manager do next? A, contact claims administration. B, inform the contractor that the project does not have the additional funds to cover the work. C, tell the contractor they should not have done additional work. The planning phase for the office renovation project has been successfully completed, and the project management plan has been approved by the sponsor and senior management. What should the project manager do next? A, hold a kickoff meeting. B, update the functional managers. C, get all deliverables accepted. D, inform senior management. The project team has just assigned costs to all activities within a project. They now need to use these individual activity costs to calculate the overall project budget. What tool or technique can the project team use to complete this task? A, cost aggregation. B, bottom-up estimation. C, parametric estimation. D, expert judgment. Managing a project involves identifying and managing all stakeholders effectively. A significant part of the project manager's role is spent on a specific task that ensures the success of the project. What task does the project manager spend 90% of their time doing? A, communications. B, determining how much an activity will cost. C, determining how long it will take to finish an activity. D, determining the needs of the stakeholders. During the planning phase of a major network upgrade project, a stakeholder requests an upgrade to the switches. However, the project manager determines that this upgrade is too costly and decides to exclude it from the project. What process will the project manager use to document this exclusion? A, collect requirements. B, define scope. Create WBSD, close project or phase. During a brainstorming session with the project team, the project manager notices that many of the ideas being generated are unorganized. The team needs a tool to visually organize these ideas effectively. What tool can the team use to best visually organize their ideas? A, flowchart. B, matrix diagram. C, mind mapping. D, Pareto diagram. The project manager and team have identified several risks that could impact the website upgrade project and documented them in the risk register. They are now conducting a qualitative risk analysis to prioritize these risks. What factors will the team consider when prioritizing the risks? A, probability only. B, probability and impact. C, source of risks, and impact. D, impact only.